Yeah, it's your boy Gruff here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys. Man, today we're back with the best equipment for the new Ultra Beast Gohan. I had a feeling it was gonna be Beast Gohan over MUI Goku. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like MUI Goku was more of a anniversary type of Ultra than a Legends Fest, and right, so I just felt like it was gonna be Beast Gohan, so I was correct on that. His stats and kit and stuff is pretty ridiculous, so I feel like he's gonna be one of the best characters in the game, and this is why I'm making this video, right? I know you guys are gonna be going crazy. Hopefully you guys pulled him. I don't really have that much CC, so I don't really know if I'm gonna summon for him. I know he's gonna be cracked, but I just don't have enough CCs. I might try to see if I can pull him, but it is what it is. But anyways, if you guys do enjoy these type of videos, subscribe to the channel. I don't know if we're at 16K. I think we're super close. I think we're like 18 subs away from 60K. I'm not entirely sure. I actually got to take a look. But yeah, that's pretty much it with all the talking there. He's a strike-based character, I think, right? I think he's a strike-based. He actually has equal stats. So I'm going to show you guys the best equipment, and let's get straight into the video. So when it comes to these videos, I always start off with like I think I start off with the peer equips first, then I do the base equipments, and then after that, towards the end, I do the optimal equipment. So if you guys want to see his options for peers, base, watch the whole vid, and then if you just want to skip to the optimal best equipments and go to that, I'm gonna have timestamps for those. So peer equipment will basically be anything that's like 12% 2 strike attack when hybrid is battle member, and then base is anything like 25 base strike attack. So peers and base is important. You want to have both because it helps with damage inflicted. I'm not damage inflicted, but just pure outright damage for the strike attack or blast attack or defense. I kind of went more in depth on that. If you type in like green rough pure stats versus base stats, I kind of like explained that on the YouTube side. So let's get in with the peers. First equipment I want to talk about is this equipment here. You have this picture of Gohan here. Since he is on movies and hybrids, those are pretty much going to be his best teams. And then also he can be ran on Sunfam. So this equipment is a hybrid peer. You guys see there 10 to both strike and blast attack, and then double defense on slot 2 and 3. And then slot 1 gives 10 to both offense blast attack. So not a bad equipment, really good. I will say there's a better hybrid equipment, but I definitely want to note that for sure. Depending on how much base stats you have on your team, you really want to go for like 200 base stats and then start building out your peers. So that's a really good option for them. Next we have is this equipment here, this the Pojak one. I think he came out around the time with Broly, LF Broly dropped. So you guys see here, special move damage 10. So you know he has a pretty good blue card based off his kit, double defense, and then if he's paired up with a full movies team, which movies, that's gonna be a pretty good team. Him and Ultra Turles together is gonna be really nice. And then the third character, you might just add Triku. You could add in Ultra Frieza. You can add in Broly. Like just that third character kind of just doesn't really matter as long as you have Beast and Ultra Turles together. That's a pretty nice duo there. You could even add in God Goku. I mean, you know, he's not the best, but I mean he has endurance. He disrupts. So 10 to pure strike and blast attack. So. And then 25 to both defense and his special moves. So that is another movies peer for him, which is really good. Next equipment here is going to be this Piccolo one. Really good. Let me actually close out all this stuff here. Keep seeing all these ads. So see slot 1 here, he does get base health. Now it's a little niche. This is more of a niche peer because of slot 2 base is paired up. When he's paired up with a region battle member, he's going to get that pure blast. So him pairing up with like a Piccolo or Garlic Jr. I think those are pretty much the best like movies regen characters right now that's out. Pretty much Garlic Jr. is probably the best one in terms of the movies regen team. So if you do pair him up with Garlic Jr. or somebody like that, or a regen movies character, then he will be able to get this little equipment here, this little pure blast. But the fact that he is a hybrids member, he will get the base strike, and then he's also getting that pure strike because he is a hybrid battle member. So even if you're not pairing him up with a region character, the fact is that he still can get pure to the attack style that he wants, which is strike. He's getting base health, double offense, and then pure strike just by himself alone. If you pair him up like Garlic Jr. or any other region characters, then he'll be able to get that 12 pure there on the blast side. So you could like leader slot like Goku, like use Goku Piccolo, or you can like leader slot Omega. Not really the top. There is really no top tier region characters. Pretty much Omega and Garlic Jr. and then Goku Piccolo. Those pretty much like the top 3 region characters that are in the game right now. So yeah, other than that, unless they Zenkai Orange Piccolo, right? That could be a character that they Zenkai, but I feel like Gogeta Blue would be better. Alright, next after that here, these are kind of like niche equipments. Right, this one here, if you pairing them up with like Pikkon Gogeta, say Pikkon Gogeta gets like a plat, right? You can pair him up with sagas from the movies Otherworld Warriors, which is going to be Pikkon Gogeta, base health there, pure strike and blast, 12%, and then 15 blast defense and strike defense. But like I said, this is more niche. So you also have like the Garlic Jr. equipment and the God Goku equipment. It's really niche. It depends on if you're actually rocking those type of characters on your team. So this equipment here with God Goku and Garlic Jr. is kind of the same thing. And then next after that, we do have this equipment. Really good. Sun Family has a lot of characters, right? You have like the Daima Goku, you have the transforming Super Saiyan 3 Goku, then you have him, you have Triku, then you have like Ultra Gohan, you have Ultimate Gohan. So I mean, you have some decent Sun Fam options. So slot 1 is either the blast or strike defense, and then slot 2 and slot 3 gives more to base blast defense and strike defense, and then slot 2 and 3 also is giving pure to both strike and blast attack if there's a full Sun Fam team. So like I said, Sun Fam has some pretty good characters right now in the meta, right? You have like all the Gohan characters and the Goku characters that you can build off of. So definitely want to add in as one of his ultimate equipments to rock if you're rocking on Sun Fam. Other than that, here let's talk about like arguably probably his strongest peer if you're going to rock him on a full hybrids team, right? Slot 1 is strike defense, and then slot 2, slot 3 is 8 to pure hybrids battle members. So you're rocking him with him, Ultra Gohan, and then or even Gotenks or Ultimate Gohan, right? Those are like pretty much his best other hybrid characters, is those 3 characters. Like he's getting 24 pure to strike and blast attack. It's pretty ridiculous. So if you're rocking them hybrids, definitely a must run. Even if you rock it with him with 2 hybrid characters, him and like say Ultimate Gohan, you rock him with like Daima Goku, for example, like that's still 16 pure, still pretty ridiculous, right? So I wanted to add that equipment in there as well. Let me actually keep getting all these ads, which is pretty annoying. I'm sorry for that, but anyways, we're going to finish it up here. I think there is one more peer, which is going to be that new PvP equipment, right? It's going to be an exchange shop. You guys see here, it's going to be sagas from the movies. So blast defense first, and then some base health, which is really powerful. And then slot 3 is 10 base strike attack, and then pure 12 if this character is a hybrid battle member. So this equipment is really good. It's pretty much similar to like that Piccolo Plat one. You're getting base health, you're getting pure strike, you're getting base strike, and then with the Piccolo one, you're getting the blast attack, and then blast pure if you rock him with a region character instead of the blast defense. But those two equipments are pretty similar to each other. So yeah, that's pretty much it with his peers. I might be missing one. I'm not. Nope. Yeah, we do have one more here. We have the sagas from the movies one for melee. You got. I knew it. I was missing one. Base critical here, and then slot 2 or slot 3 is either one of the defense, and then slot 3 is 18 peer for movies battle members. So like I said, rocking him, maybe God Goku and Turles, he can get that 18 base strike there. So I think that's all the base. Oh, that's all the pure equipments, pure attack equipments for this Gohan that I recommend. And then after that, let's get to the base. And then after that, we'll go with the optimal equipment and wrap this video up. So first equipment with the base equipment is going to be this Jiren equipment. I mean, the fact that he's getting 45 base strike is really powerful. And one of the downsides of this Gohan is that he doesn't have the best Zenkai buffer. The best one will probably be the yellow sagas from the movies Bardock. But the problem is he's Zenkai, his regular Z ability does Saiyans. So what you probably have to do is probably have to do like Turles, God Goku, and then you have to leader slot this Gohan so you can get the Z ability and the Zenkai ability, so you can get up to like 68 base strike. So if you're trying to build up that 200 base strike attack kind of like threshold, this is a really powerful equipment. I mean, the fact that it's giving you 45 is pretty ridiculous there. So you can never go wrong with that equipment as a base strike or a strike based character. Next after that, excuse me. You have this equipment. It's okay. I think it only does 30, 35, double defense, and then 35 base strike. You can't go wrong with it. It's a pretty old equipment, so there's some other equipment that's better, but this is not a bad option. Next after that, you do have his new equipment that's going to be in that ultimate equipment collection shop. You guys see here is for Yellow Sun Fam. Blast stack is 15. He's getting ultimate damage, health restoration. I think every time he enters the field or something, he heals or something ridiculous like that. Special move damage is nuts too. And then slot 3, he's getting 35 base strike. So I feel like this equipment just is more suited than that first equipment I showed you with the Yellow Movies one, because he's getting ultimate damage, special move, and health restoration. So really powerful equipment there. Next after that, since he is from the superhero movie, you do have this equipment. He will be able to use this. You guys see the special move damage, 32 base strike, and then double defense. So this equipment is really good because you can never go wrong with extra tanking. He knows lower than the 35, but 32 base strike there, and then the special move is 10%. So not a bad equipment as well. Next after that, you do have this equipment here, Ultimate Gohan Awakens. For slot 1, you want to go for the base strike side, and if you are pairing him up with Turles and like say for example God Goku or Triku or like LF transforming Broly, he will be able to get the 12 pure strike defense, and he'll get the 12 pure blast defense because he is a hybrid member. So if you rock with any other Saiyans, like I said, it could be Goku, it could be Broly, it could be any Saiyans from movie sagas. Excuse me, it could even be Ultra Turles. So lots of options there to get that pure strike. So his defense will actually be pretty good. Like I said, the Turles and Gohan duo is gonna be really nice. So this might be equipment that you might rock if you're gonna rock him with Turles on the movie saga scene, which is pretty much, in my opinion, he's gonna be his best friend is gonna be Ultra Turles for sure. All right, next after that, all these other equipments are peers. So I want to talk about some other really good base ones. We have this Let's Go equipment here. This is not bad. Slot 1 gives him a 10 base strike and then 10 special move damage, and then slot 2 is 25. So 35 base strike, 10 special move, and then key recovery is 25%. So slot 3 isn't the best. It could be something better, but this is not a bad equipment for you to include on to your team for that Gohan. Then after that, we have this equipment. Sagas from the movie, slot 2 and slot 3 add ups to 37 base strike, special move damage, and health restoration. So it's really similar to like that ultimate equipment that Gohan is getting for that equipment collection, because they always do that for every Ultra. And then the only thing that sucks is the critical. Although critical is pretty much useless stat, so that's the worst thing about it. But other than that, 37 base strike, you got special move damage, health restoration. Can't go wrong with that either. That's pretty much it with his equipment. This is not a bad equipment if you want him to be have a little bit more health. You could definitely go with this. I think it's like 30 base strike with 10 base health. You can never go wrong with those type of equipments. And then other than that here, I mean, he doesn't really have anything else that stands out for real. He doesn't really have a lot of equipment options to choose from. I know that he has a neutral base. He has equal stats, so you can probably force him to be blast base, right? If you rock him with like hybrids, you could force him with like blast attack stuff. I don't know if there's anything in his kit that does anything that's like 40% strike damage. I don't know if there's anything that favors strike than blast, or he just has just straight up just equal stats for blast and strike. But I'm just building him more for the strike side, pretty much there. And in terms of the blast equipments, I don't really think there's really a lot of good blast equipments for him anyways. I think this probably might be one of the better ones. There's this one where he's getting up to 35 base strike, and then 10 base strike, and then 10 base health. If you want to cater him more towards like a blast based hybrid team with like Ultimate Gohan and then Ultra Gohan. But other than that, a lot of these other equipments here, I mean, your options could just be like, for this one is like the 32 blast side, but if you want to focus him on the strike based side, that's pretty much all the good equipments. And he's really catered to strike attack equipment. He doesn't have a lot of just equipment that's more focused on the blast side. So anyways, besides the point, let's wrap this video up. Let's talk about his optimal equipment. So for optimal equipment, if you're rocking his first slot, I think the first slot you should definitely go and get this equipment. This equipment is going to be for the PvP. And then I think like a couple months later, they're going to add this into like the equipment metal shop. So definitely grind this. This is going to be a mandatory must. Is this slot 3, right? Base strike, pure strike, then base health, and then double, and then blast defense there. So that's to be the main equipment you should have is for that. is for this Gohan is that. The second equipment, depending on how much base strike you have on the team, I will go for a second pure. Now it doesn't matter if you're rocking them on hybrids, you're rocking them on Sun Fam, or you're rocking them on movies, right? If you're rocking them on the hybrids team and you're getting a second pure, I definitely will go for this equipment. This is the second equipment I'll go for. If you have, like I said, around 200 base strike attack Z ability wise in terms of your team build, including Zenkai buffers and including Z ability from your other allies and other equipments and stuff like that. If you're able to get around that 200 base and get that second peer, so for the hybrid side, I'll go with this one. For the movie side, I will go for this one. And then for the Sun Fam side, my bad there. Just keeps refreshing, my bad. Then on the Sun Fam side, I will go with this equipment. But I definitely think this equipment is just a little bit better because I like the base health, especially since he doesn't have endurance. He doesn't have any like way of getting second life. I'll cater to this one because he's getting the extra base strike and pure strike, and he's getting the base health. The only thing that he's gonna miss out is that extra 12 pure to blast if he's not paired up with any regen characters. But I feel like this is still good enough equipment for me to run as a second peer, right? And it's applied to himself, so it's not really catered to hybrid, Sun Fam, or movies. So I'll rock this one. And then, but if you don't have this equipment, it's pretty difficult to get from co-op. Then you guys can go with that hybrids if you're rocking on hybrids, or Sun Fam if you're rocking on Sun Fam, or movies if you're rocking them on movies. Or you can go with these other equipments here, but these are a little bit more or less. The Bojack one and then this Gohan one up top, they're a little bit less on the pure damage side, pure striker for both of those equipments. So I'd rather focus on the Awakened ones there, and then this Sun Fam one with Goku holding Gohan, and then that Piccolo one as my peer for the second slot. And then for the third slot, I'll definitely, like I said, it just kind of depends on how much Z abilities you need for the base strike side. I'll probably end off with this equipment. He doesn't really have too much equipment to go off of. So I'll just go with this equipment: ultimate damage, special move damage, health restoration, 35 base strike, and then a little bit of some blast attack there. Especially like running him on hybrids. There's a lot of good blast based characters on each team that he's on, so you can never go wrong with that. Or you can go with this Jiren equipment, which is not bad for the third slot. And then also you can go with this equipment here, because if you rock him, say with a sand, you actually get pure defense, so you actually will tank better as well. So this is also a really good option for your third slot. Just make sure for the slot one, you're going for the strike attack side instead of the blast attack side. And then for the other option, I would go and probably say either this equipment here, 32 base strike with double defense and special move damage, and then also this equipment here. My bad. Where is it at? This equipment here. I'm surprised this new equipment awaken isn't catered to him. I believe like the leaked one that's leaked out is for like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan characters, which I'm surprised because Beast Gohan isn't that. So it's probably might be for Zenkai like Gogeta Blue or Blue, or the tag Blue Boys for next weekend or whatever they announced the next Zenkai. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the equipments there for Gohan. So talked about the optimal equipments, talked about the best base, talked about the best peers. Hopefully you guys can pull them. Let me know if you guys do pull them. Let me know how good he is. I probably won't summon, but the fact that he can stop Rising Rush is pretty nuts. I feel like one of the best ways to stop this Gohan is you might have to just waste, if you have Ultra Majin Vegeta, you might have to just waste his ultimate card on Gohan so he can get rid of that auto counter, because he does activates it once, and with Majin Vegeta he does lock you in. So if you do have Majin Vegeta, you don't want your rush to get countered, you might have to just use your ultimate card just to waste it. That might be a smart play. Lock him in, get countered, and then after that you have a free rush to use. But I don't know, bro, it's pretty tough, guys. I mean, Majin Vegeta, that's like a one-shot ultimate card, so I don't even know if that play would be even a good play to do. But that's a way to deal with it, right? Or you just gonna have to get better with Rising Rush in terms of when you do a long range blast card, you do a long range Rising Rush. You just gotta be a little bit more creative with rushing people now. It's gonna be pretty tricky. And then he's also canceling buffs and everything. It's pretty ridiculous, bro. So it's nuts. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and rough. And I'm gonna catch you on the next vid. Peace.